Hey guys, we're back to Will in the Bahamas. So this is a hard question. Um, you can get bacteria anywhere, you can get viruses anywhere, but protist or a protozoan infection usually has something to do with a tropical climate, and that's going to be how you were clued into the answer in this question. Remember, sometimes it doesn't matter how much you know, but how you can apply it and read that tricky question that matters in multiple choice, unfortunately. When would you use standard precaution? That's any time you might be spilled or have spills or splashes happen in your general vicinity. Okay, what's the first thing we do before every check off? Wash your hands or verbalize that you wash your hands or use alcohol based hand sanitizer. So, washing your hands. And by the way, you can't sterilize or disinfect your hands because those two cleaning techniques are used for things that are non living. Deanna is taking care of a patient with a staph infection. Remember, we've talked about staph infections twice in this quiz, and that is contact precaution. So it's also usually on the skin. So to prevent her from getting staph by touching, gloves are going to be the most important thing to wear. We don't care if she has a mask on because she's not going to touch. We hope she doesn't touch her face up to the staph infection. Bacterial infections will be treated with a or an antibiotic. Good job, guys. Antisepsis is the bad answer, and then the end of the word viral and fungal tell us what those medications could be given for. Jerry has a rash. He has the rickets. He's probably been hiking in the woods and had a tick if we were going to make the question longer. So he has been bitten by a tick. And the two things that we usually hear about in this area are Rocky Mountain spotted fever and Lyme disease caused by transmission from a tick. Valerie has a respiratory disease of unknown etiology. That means she don't know where it came from. What PPE must a healthcare team wear? It's very important to wear a mask. Um, and I think the must here, yeah, if it's unknown origin, let's put a little bit extra on. But I think your must here gives it that definitive answer, and that's why it wants you to choose mask, even though I completely see how people chose all of the above. That's a good answer, but it wasn't the best answer in this question because of the word must. What part of the chain of infection is playing a part of a patient getting an opportunistic infection? The susceptible host. You have to have somebody that can catch it in order to get it. Remember, in every infection that we're exposed to, we don't actually get sick, and that's a good thing. Rachel has been diagnosed with MRSA, which is methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, and scabies. So scabies is skin. MRSA is usually skin too. And we're going to treat her with standard precautions, even though we're totally freaked out because she has little mites under her skin. Blech. Wanda is a nursing assistant taking care of a patient with the flu. All right. Flu virus floats around in the little droplets that we sneeze and cough. The reason that's different than respiratory precautions is respiratory precautions, the virus or bacteria can be carried in just air particles. It doesn't have to be the wetness of the sneeze or cough. We're cleaning a wheelchair. We're just going to wipe it down with some Clorox wipes, and we are doing disinfection on that. Excellent job, people. And last but not least, a patient presents to your office complaining of drainage from a wound. Okay? It doesn't say, yes, you would want more information in this question, but if it said that they had a fever, things like that, that you would pick systemic. But because it's coming from one spot, you consider it to be local. I do understand. Yeah, you don't know where we got it from. And endogenous is probably a bad answer because usually when we have things coming out of wounds on our skin, it's usually something that's been introduced to our body that's trying to work its way out. All right. Any more questions, comments,